Good morning, Ananda.
Good morning, sir.
First and foremost, I would like to thank the organizing committee as well as management for giving me this opportunity to discuss few research topics with you. So, coming 3 days, I'm going to discuss based on outcome-based education. Outcome-based in the sense you might be knowing. So, generally, traditional education people will deal with the things lower order skills. Now we are going to concentrate on higher order skills mostly. It which involves lower order skills. What it means? We are going to concentrate on fundamental concepts. First day, we will understand what is a fuzzy, the introduction, rule-based design, and applications. Then second day, we are going to model it with the understanding. Then what we are going to do, we are going to apply the networks. Then after the third day, we are going to do the communication, how to communicate the applied knowledge. Clear? So the coming 3 days, first day, we are going to concentrate on the basics, knowledge, understanding, and application. Second day, we are applying and we are synthesizing the networks. Then third day, we are going to do the evaluation part. Is it clear? I hope we will complete the all three POs in the workshop. If time permits, fourth day I will try to complete neural networks, and if time gives, then smart grid also will try to complete. And once again, I would like to thank the organizing committee for their painstaking efforts. And I don't want to waste your time. Already it's 10:35. So thank you. Okay. So I hope coming 3 days program, we are going to discuss first basics of fuzzy logic controller. So here introduction I'm going to give, rule-based design we will see, then few examples I can discuss with you. Then how to design it in the MATLAB session we will see. So here I will clarify all the doubts at the end of the session. Okay, if you have any queries, here you can text it to me. Okay, after end of the session, I will try to clarify your doubts. Okay, coming to the second day, with the help of this knowledge, we are going to simulate, or we are going to model the power electronic based on power system based networks. We are going to simulate. Then after that, we will try to how to take the results and how to prepare the paper. I will try to explain you. In the third day, first we will see the network, how to write a research paper. Before that, how to select a research topic, what is a review paper, what is a research paper, and after that we will see what are the parts of a research paper and how to communicate it, way to communicate. Okay, so first coming to the fuzzy logic. So before going to the fuzzy logic, we need to understand what is an artificial intelligence. I hope I will consider you people as very new to the system and very new to the this fuzzy logic system, and I will try to give the basic details. Then I will go in deeper into the session. Okay. So first, what is an fuzzy logic is a part of a soft computing, and soft computing is a part of artificial intelligence. I hope. So now, what is an AI? So artificial intelligence, it is the science and engineering to make intelligent machines. What makes you intelligent? It means it has the ability to learn, to understand, or to deal with the new situations. If you consider artificial intelligence, it has the ability to learn like humans. It has the ability to understand. After that, we need to apply it to the new situations, or it need to apply to the new applications. So for that one, especially it has the ability, artificial intelligence has the ability to reason. It has the ability to solve some new novel problems, and it acts efficiently, and also it will act like humans. So that is the reason. So we are going for artificial intelligence. Now, if you see one big model, if we have a network, if you consider a network, that network need to be trained with the help of input data. If you have a big data is available here, and you have some big model is there, what I'm going to do is, so whatever the network I'm having, I need to do IO mapping. Input output mapping has to be done. So for that one IO mapping, what I'm doing, I need certain big data. So for that one, first I will do the learning process. What is meant by learning process? With the available inputs, I will train my network. After training, what I will do, the output is based on the network considerations. Same model can be applied to different applications here, if it is visible to you. So now what I'm doing, so once the output has come, so the actual output value will be compared with the desired target. If you are not achieving the desired target will be, I need to actual output need to be mapped with the desired target, so that error will be 0. So for that one, what I am doing Here I'm considering my feedback system, and I will learn the network. I will try to change the network, or synaptic weights I will change. I will train my network again. So this feedback process will be completed once the system is error free. I hope it is clear. So we have a network, we have input data. That network will be applied for different applications I'm applying. So what I am doing, one phase is training network is there, second phase is inference system is there. So here for that one, what we are considering is, we have earlier, there are hard computing techniques are available, we have soft computing techniques are available. So before going to the soft computing, we should understand what was hard computing, why we have moved to soft computing. So earlier we were having the hard computing techniques. So it needs the precise data. That means it needs certain data to model a network. That means input-output mapping, bounded inputs are required. But whereas if you consider the soft computing techniques, even it is tolerant to imprecision networks. Like, even though you have uncertainty data, even if you have the partial truth, even if you have approximated data, it is depends upon if then rules. So if you know even partial truth, you can design a network. So that's the reason soft computing techniques are mostly called as approximate reasoning networks. So, and here in hard computing, generally it has the binary logic networks, CRISP systems, numerical analysis, CRISP software. These are all the things comes under. Whereas coming to the soft computing, we have fuzzy logic networks, neural networks, probabilistic reasoning. These are all the things comes under soft computing. If you consider when hard computing, the programs has to be written and it has to be given. And if you consider the soft computing, then it evolves its own programs. It's based on some if-then rules, the network systems. And if you consider the hard computing, it based on only two value network. Either it will be yes or no. Yes or no in the sense, either 0 or 1 network, binary logic. And you need to give, it has to be given exact input data. But if you consider the fuzzy logic, it gives how best the system is. Like it gives in between 0 to 1, multi-value network. I will give you one example. Suppose, if you consider the CRISP system, sun rises in the east, you will have the definite answer, either yes or no. So which called as a CRISP network. If you consider is some person is some X Ram is honest, some will say extremely honest, some will say extremely dishonest, some will say honest sometimes, some will say very honest. That means we are telling the degree of the how best the system is. It will, the value varies from, if it is extremely dishonest 0, extremely honest 1, honest sometimes it will be a 0.4, very honest it may be degree given can be 0.8. So what it will be says, it is from 0 to 1 it will be given. Whereas in hard computing, CRISP data, we are telling either honest or dishonest, either 0 or 1 we are telling. But here we are telling how best the person, how best the system is. That means we are giving exact the value, how the system is working. Okay. And it is, if you consider the hard computing, it is strictly sequential, whereas soft computing, it is purely parallel competitions. Okay. With this basic data, I'm going in detail. So now, if we have two things are there, one is precision and significance. So CRISP data will deals with the precision, and soft computing deals with the significance. What it is, we will say, we'll see. Now precision means, you see here, there are two persons are there, and 1500 kg mass is approaching on your head, one person is telling. That means he is giving the exact data, he is giving the precise data to the another person with how much velocity it is falling, how much weight is there. So he is trying to give the precise data to the another person. Whereas soft computing is an approximate reasoning which says the significance. Look, something is falling. Okay. No. So coming to the soft computing constants are fuzzy logic, evaluationary computation, which consists of genetic algorithms, swarm intelligence, ant colony, ABC, as well as neural networks and machine learning is there. Now, fastly I'm moving to the fuzzy logic. It was proposed in 1965. It is an approximate reasoning. And first thing what I want to tell you is, if you want to design a fuzzy logic controller, wherever you have used a PI controller, it may be control system, it may be power electronics, it may be power system network. Wherever you are using the PI controller, same thing can be replaced with the fuzzy. You can see the optimization results. It is an adaptive network. Even though it is approximate reasoning, it is an adaptive network. So the advantage of fuzzy over the conventional PI controllers are, it do not require any mathematical modeling. It can work with the imprecise data. It can handle the non-linearity problems. and it is more robust than PI controllers. That is the reason today our topic is why we have considered the fuzzy logic is we have, if we consider the control system or power electronics or power system, any electronic circuit we consider, there are some controlling techniques are required or controllers are required to optimize the values. So if it is a linear network, absolutely fine with the PI controller. But whereas the load is dynamically changing, if it is not static, if the dynamic loads are there, definitely I need some adaptive controller. The reason is, if I consider PI controller, the gains KPK will be fixed. It will work with the linearity only. Suppose suddenly step change load changing is there, that PI controller cannot work for dynamic load changes. So that is the reason I need one robust controller, or I need some adaptive controllers which look after dynamic changes. Is it clear? I hope. So that is the reason today we are going to discuss the fuzzy logic controller, and we will apply the network for the electrical models. So that's the reason the fuzzy logic, now people are fuzzy and neural networks, soft computing techniques, people are more interested in working on it, which can be applied to any of the electrical field, wherever the controlling technique is required. Okay, now the basic example I will tell you. If I consider the classic sets, crisp representation, it deals with only zeros or ones. Now I am taking the speed. Either slow, speed is 0, or if it is fast, speed is 1. I will have the 2 degrees of varieties, either 0 or only 1 is there, either slow or fast. Is it clear? But if I consider the fuzzy sets, same speed, what I will consider, slowest 0 to 0.25, slow, the speed is slow 0.25 to 0.5, and it may be fast 0.5 to 0.75, fastest it is 0.75 to 1. So I'm giving the varieties how fast the network is. Earlier I'm telling either network is fast or slow, I'm telling with the classical sets. Now with the advanced network, adaptive networks, I'm able to say how fast the network or how slow the network is. So that is I'm able to do. Now this is what. Now if I take the temperature, earlier people used to say either cool or hot. Now with the fuzzy, what I can say, if it is cool is 0 and hot is 1, but with the fuzzy, what I can say, it is freezing, cool, warm and hot. Suppose what is the temperature now? People will say it is warm. How warm is this temperature? Then what I have considered here, there is a freezing one membership function I have considered, cool one membership function, warm one membership function, hot one membership function. Here I have considered the temperature. Here membership function 0 to 1. It is in between 0 to 1, the membership value. And here in x-axis, what I have considered is the temperature. Now, one question is how cool is 36 degrees centigrade? I can say like, I will draw one line at 36 degrees centigrade. I can say like, it is touching two places. One is on freezing curve, second one is on cool curve. So I will extend that part. I will try to find out what is the value of the membership function. Now at 36 degrees centigrade, cool is 0.3 and freezing is 0.7. So that what I can say, at 36 degrees centigrade, it is 30% of cool and 70% of freezing. That's what. So now, generally we have in fuzzy logic, there are two fuzzy logic connectivities are there. One is conjunction and disjunction. Like earlier we used to have this classic operations, union, intersection, those operations. Now these are replaced with the conjunction and disjunction functions. So here how the operation will be, if I consider A union of B, these are here earlier we have considered union, but in fuzzy we will consider a V shape. So what it means, it is a maximum of A comma B. Try to understand, in the fuzzy disjunction functions, instead of union, we are using this function which says that the maximum of A comma B. Now, if I consider A is one membership function I have considered with a value of 0.375, B network is with 0.75, then maximum of A comma B will be, it will be of 0.75. Now, conjunction is opposite. It is an intersection function, minimum of A comma B. It says same 0.375 and 0.75. The minimum of A comma B you will get the same network 0.375. So these are the networks. Now you consider A is 0.7, B is of 0.9. The minimum is of 0.7. Now, so going to the design of fuzzy logic controller. See, when you want to design any fuzzy logic controller, definitely we need the fuzzification block. Generally, we are having the crisp data. So I need to convert the crisp values into fuzzified values. So for the conversion of crisp values to fuzzified values, I need a fuzzification. So after converting the crisp value to fuzzified values, I will design this block is called fuzzy inference system. In fuzzy inference system, I will have rule base. There is a database. There is an inference system will be there. What it means rule base is I will design the rules based on the number of database inputs what I have considered. And after there is an inference mechanism is there, which will control the database and the rules. Once the rule-based designing and inference system is done, once the defuzzification has to be done. The reason is in a fuzzy logic controller, we are converting the crisp to fuzzy values. In the defuzzification, what we are doing again, we are reconversion of fuzzy to crisp values has to be done. So conversion of fuzzy values to crisp is called the defuzzified network, whereas conversion of crisp to fuzzy is called the fuzzification. So these two are the input outputs, but in the middle, the transfer function, here we are designing our entire logic. So based on the design of these rule bases, our network will be more optimized. That is the reason I need to design the rules in such a way that which gives the best optimized value. So for that one, so that's what is a fuzzifier, inference engine, and defuzzifier. Again, in inference engine, what we have inference system, we have a rule base. This rule base basically designed with if then rules. If X is A, then Y is B we are considering. If road is slippery, then driving is danger. That means what we are telling, it is an approximate reasoning. If road is slippery, then definitely driving is dangerous. Here again, there are different rules are there. It may be single input, single output. If error is this much, then output should be this much. This is single input, single output. If X is A, then Y is B. But there are dual input, single output networks also there. I will show you. These are our basic data what I have given. What is fuzzification? So here basically depends upon if then rules. Here I will. There is a single input, single output networks will be there. Dual input, single output networks are there. Multiple input, single output, multiple input, multiple output. Suppose if I consider one network which has a single input I had given, I'm controlling only output of some gain value. I want to increase the input I have given. The boost network that is considered input, suppose 20 volts I had given, output I want 400 volts. So one single input, single output, I am boosting the voltage. Or if I consider buck converter, single input I am giving, single output I am taking. So what I am doing, I am just stepping down. What it is 400 volts I had given, I am applying for 20 volts network. So that is called, if X is A, then Y is B. That is single input, single output rule. Suppose if I take two inputs, like general example I will tell you so that it will understand. If I take single input, single output rule, that's what I told you. If road is slippery, then driving is dangerous. If I take dual input, single output rule, what it means? If road is slippery and climate is like our temperature is 20 degrees centigrade, then driving is maybe more dangerous. If road is slippery and climate is normal, it is like 27 degrees centigrade, or there is no weather conditions, weather conditions are normal, then what we can say, then driving is okay. If it is what is multiple input, single output is road is slippery and temperature is this much and climatic conditions are this much. If X1 is A1 and X2 is A2 and so on, Xn is An, then what is the output? Based on M number of inputs, I am controlling single output value. So that means you can take one example. Suppose V, voltage, current, and phase angle I have taken. Output I want to find out the power P. So V, I, and theta will be considered to find out the power. So multiple inputs I am taking, I am calculating single output. Suppose one more rule is there, multiple input, multiple output. If I consider the multiple inputs, voltage, current, and theta, and output if I am considering, let us consider real power, reactive power, torque, and speed. The several factors can be find out. So that is the reason, suppose the single input, single output, if voltage is given, stepped in voltage, normal voltage is given, either step up or step down can be done. That voltage regulation can be done. That is called single input, single output rule. In dual input, single output, if voltage and current is given, then power can be calculated. DC powers can be calculated. It comes under dual input, single output. That means two attributes I am giving, single attribute application I am taking. Coming to the multiple input, single output, if you consider AC network, voltage, current, phase angle I am giving, I am calculating single output. It may be real power, it may be reactive power, we are calculating. Suppose if I want multiple input and multiple output, I'm taking voltage, current, phase angle, and some other factors. I'm calculating multiple outputs at a time, like P, Q, as well as S, and torque, everything. So with the help of your network, you can design single input, single output structure, dual input, single output structure, as well as multiple input, single output structure, multiple input, multiple output structure. Now here, but I have mostly considered, most of the people will consider dual input, single output nature. That means if error is this much and change in error is this much, what will be the output? Okay, so for that one, this network says error is A1 and change in error is B1, then output is C1. If error is A2, change in error is B2, what is the output is C2. Like I have considered n number of rules. I will have here n number of outputs are there. So what I am doing here, fudgification has done, rules I have created. I got the C1, C2, C3, all are fudgified answer. What it means? It will be in between 0 to 1. C1 will be in between 0 to 1. C2 will be in between 0 to 1. Cn will be in between 0 to 1. Now, if I want the fudgified answer, earlier days, people have considered aggregator. What they will do, C1 plus C2 and so on, Cn upon the average they are considering. So again, it will be in between, aggregator will be done, the averaging part will be done. Here what we are doing, so we are considering defudgified answer. If suppose the aggregation is greater than 0.5, it will be treated as 1. If it is less than 0.5, it was treated as 0. So defudgification, conversion of defudgification fuzzy to crisp is, if the value is, this fudgified value is greater than 0.5, the crisp output will be 1. That means you control the network motor. If it is less than 0.5, you should not control the motor. That was olden days. Now what people have considered, they have replaced these aggregator values with different defudgification methods they have considered. Those things we will discuss later. Now it will come. So for these things, the people have considered different shapes. Earlier we have only Venn diagrams only. You used to consider Venn diagram circles only. But now we have different shapes in fuzzy system. It may be trapezoidal I can consider. And again, 3x3 system can be considered. If you clearly see here, error and change in error. If I consider any system, there will be error will be there. And rate of change of error will be there. So two inputs I have taken, error and rate of change of error. Okay, here error might be 0, error might be positive, error might be negative. It is 3 input network. Error might be 0, error might be positive. Okay, sorry. So here error is, okay, sorry, I'm going a little bit fast, I think. I heard the information. See, so here rule based error, no, I can consider either 3x3 network. What it means, error is 3 networks will be there. It may be error might be 0 because if the network is starting network, I will show you that network. If suppose whatever the network you have designed here, so that network output is exactly mapping, actual output value exactly mapping with the desired target, then error is 0. If whatever you have designed, actual output is not equal with the desired target, you may get positive error. Sometimes you may get negative error also. So that's the reason what we'll be having, suppose apply any fuzzy controller, you have some options are there. What it is, error might be 0, error might be positive, error might be negative. So I have considered the trapezoidal function. So these are the attributes. Or sometimes what will happen, error might be 0, error might be positive small, error might be positive big, or negative small, or it might be negative big. So why I have considered this one is, reason is, sometimes even though positive small amount of error is there, if I consider 0 and positive is 100, negative is minus 100. Let us consider 10% of error only there. If I apply minus 100, I will get the negative value of answers more. So that's the reason I need exact how much of amount of percentage of error is there, that much segregation has to be done. So that's why instead of 3x3, people are going for 5x5. But even 5x5, we have 0. The positive small of error is there, a positive big is there. Here what will happen, 0, let us consider 100. Here if I consider maybe 25% positive small, and minus 25 and minus 100 if I consider, let us consider. So here also problem is, for a positive small you can apply negative small, it will be nullified. Or if I consider positive big error, if I apply negative small, there is a problem. That's why I will explain you in the next coming slides. The threshold logic is 7 by 7. The error might be 0, Error might be positive small, error might be medium, error might be positive big. It might be negative small, it may be negative medium, it may be negative big. So the optimal or threshold rule base is 7 by 7 function. So instead of 3 by 3, 5 by 5, we need to go with 7 by 7. Why? We will understand in the coming slides. I will show you that. Either it may be trapezoidal shape can be considered. It can be triangular shape can be considered. It can be Gaussian shape can be considered. Or tomorrow I can show you that shapes options will come. So now, suppose here clearly you people try to listen. You take the pen and paper. So here I want to design a speed controller of electric vehicles. So fuzzy rule base I want to design for a 3 by 3 system. My error is either it may be 0, it may be negative, it may be positive. 3 inputs are there. I'm considering the inputs, 2 input network I'm considering. One is a change in speed. Second one is acceleration. Output controlling is throttle control. Okay. Inputs are change in speed and acceleration. 2 inputs I'm taking. Output is I'm considering the throttle control. Okay. Now acceleration also, if you consider, you think like you are running your motor vehicle. So what will be there? Acceleration, suppose if I want to ride my vehicle, if it is you consider the Pulsar with 150 kilometers per hour, 150 cc. So it has a maximum of 150 kilometers per hour. It has a minimum of 0 kilometers per hour minus, and middle, if I want to maintain the speed of 75 kilometers per hour. So I will get the acceleration position exactly at the center. If it is a plain road, you think like it is a plain road. Okay. So I want to maintain my vehicle speed, or my desired target is 75 kilometers per hour. Try to assume I want to maintain my vehicle speed is 75 kilometers per hour. To maintain 75 kilometers per hour, if I consider 150 cc vehicle, then what will happen? At the center of your accelerator, you will get the 0. That means at the center, actual speed and desired speed will be mapping, the error will be 0. I hope it is clear. And beyond that, if you increase the accelerator position, the positive error will be increasing. You will get the positive error. This is the positive error side. Suppose from the middle, after reaching the desired speed 75 kilometers per hour, if you come back to the position back, then what will happen? You will go back to negative error. I hope it is clear. That means here you have considered 3 inputs. The error is, it might be negative. Error may be 0 position. Error may be positive. If it's a plain road, negative you will get from the middle, backside if you go, negative. From the right side if you go, it will be positive error. Now what will happen? Accelerator also position also we can see. Accelerator position is, second input is, one input is change in speed, that is error. Second input is accelerator. Even accelerator position also, it may be at negative end, it may be at 0, it may be positive. Now clearly try to understand. Suppose I'm riding my vehicle. Okay. Error is negative. Error is negative in the sense I'm going with a low speed. What I need to do? I need to increase the speed. That means what I need to do? I need to apply positive so that to make this negative as 0. Try to understand. Error is negative is there. My motto is to reach the desired speed. I need to apply here P. For that one, where my position is, I need to understand. Suppose the first rule we will see. Okay. Otherwise, middle rule I will explain. It will be easy. If I am maintaining desired speed, my accelerator position wherever it might be, error is 0. If accelerator position is at negative, do I need to apply anything? Error is 0. This error is 0. My network error is 0. Speed is, I'm able to maintain desired target at, and actual speed both are mapping. If both are mapping, if error is 0, even though your throttle control, it may be in the negative position, it may be in the 0 position, it may be in the positive position, wherever your accelerator position is, even though error is 0, I no need to change anything. Try to understand. Change in speed I have taken and accelerator position I have taken. If my error is 0, that means Actual speed and desired target both are mapping. If error is 0, do I need to increase any speed? No. So even the accelerator position, it may be in negative, it may be at center, accelerator may be at extremely last end. I don't bother about anything. The reason is only one thing is because my error is 0. So even though if it is at negative, I don't need to apply anything. If it is at 0 also, I don't need to apply. If it is positive also, I don't need to apply anything, because the reason only one thing is error is 0. So I will stand still. I will be at the accelerator will be at the static position. Now if suppose this rule, you see, first rule, if error is negative and accelerator is at negative position, error is negative. So to make it error negative to 0, what I need to do? I need to apply positive, so that if error negative is there, I need to apply positive. So I need to move, and here accelerator position you take, you are at this position. So I need to apply positive. Is it possible? Yes. So I need to increase the speed from 0 to here, so that what will happen? Both will be nullified. Suppose your accelerator position is at 0 position. I can increase up to positive. Is it possible? Now accelerator is already reaching maximum, but yet error is negative. Am I clear? First one is error is negative is coming. If your vehicle, if your hand is accelerator position is at the negative position, then I can apply positive. Suppose if your accelerator is at center position, then what I can do? I can apply positive. It is possible. So what it is done? The negative error can be nullified by applying positive. But your accelerator position, even though it is positive, but yet you are unable to get the speed of negative. Am I clear? Then can I able to increase from beyond this limit? It is not possible. So it will be 0. I hope you understand. The reason is, suppose this one you consider, if it is negative and this is negative, I can increase it to positive. And if it is at 0 position, at you are getting the negative error, in the sense what it means, you are climbing up slope. You think you are climbing up slope, even though it is in static position. If error is coming, then I need to increase to positive is possible. Even though it is fully increased 150cc bike, at you are getting 75 kilometers, you are not reaching. You are not reaching 75 kilometers per hour. Then what it is done? Then already reached last position of your acceleration, but you can't do anything here. So that's the reason 0. Now, if there is a positive error is there, you are at negative position. If positive error is there, I have to, already I'm going higher under speed. My vehicle is going faster speed. If I'm riding my vehicle with a fast speed, I need to reduce the speed. If I want to reduce the speed, negative I need to apply. If I want to apply the negative, but if I already accelerator position is at the negative, I don't have any chance to go down. So that's why here 0 only will be there. I hope clear. If error is positive, if your vehicle is at accelerator position is at 0 position, I have a chance to apply negative amount of energy. If error is positive and accelerator position is at positive level, I can apply negative. So it is possible. So 3x3 network is error is negative and accelerator position is at negative. Output throttle control will be positive. Error is negative and accelerator position is at 0. Positive can be applied. Error is negative and accelerator position is at positive. You can't apply anything because of maximum limit exceeding. Now same thing we will see with the 5x5 rule. Hope you will understand. If error is negative, big error is there. To make it 0, positive big error I need to apply. Okay. If error is negative small is there, I need to apply positive small to make it 0. If error is 0 is there, I need to apply anything. If error is positive small is there, I have to apply negative small error. If error is positive big is there, then what I need to do? I need to apply negative big error. Try to understand. If error is negative big, I need to apply positive big so that it will be 0. If error is negative small is there, I need to apply positive small so that error will be 0. If error is already 0, I need to apply anything irrespective of accelerator position. If error is already 0, I need to apply anything irrespective of where the accelerator position is. But error is positive small, then what I need to apply? I have tried to apply negative small error. If error is positive big, I need to apply negative big error. So now you see, error is negative big is there. Your accelerator position is at negative big. I need to apply positive big. So from here, this is off, one positive big can be applied. From here to here half range, because I want to maintain 75 kilometers per hour only. From here to here I increase 75 kilometers will come. From here to here I increase 150 kilometers I will increase. So I have a huge chance to increase the positive big. If your accelerator is at negative big position, I can increase from 0 to 150 kilometers per cc can be increased. Am I clear? So what we are doing, even with half reach, you can get positive big can be applied. If error is negative big, your throttle control at negative small, yet you have a chance to apply a positive big. Even though if your accelerator is at 0 position, half is 75 kilometers per hour. So it is also possible. But you are at positive small position, error is negative big. I want to apply positive big, but already you have reached positive small value. I can't apply fully 75 kilometers per hour, can't increase. So I can increase up to positive small value only. Suppose if you have already increased fully, positive big position is there, even though negative error is there, beyond the accelerator position, I can't increase any positive value. So that is the reason error is negative big, even though I need to apply positive big value based on where your accelerator hand is there. Accordingly, either if it is negative big, I can apply positive big. If it is at negative small, yes, I can apply positive big. If it is at 0 also, I can apply 75 kilometers per hour, I can achieve. At negative big, I can achieve 75 kilometers easily. If I am at negative small, I can achieve 75 kilometers by increasing till here. If I at 0 position also, I can increase positive big. But if my accelerator is at positive small position, if error is negative big, then definitely I can't increase the positive big value. I can increase only some 50 kilometers per hour. That's why positive small is there. So if you see, and here this rule, if you see second one, if error is negative small is there, small amount of error is there, I want to reduce it, like -5 is there, I need to reduce it. Then what can be done? Positive small value has to be added. If it is at negative big value, positive small can be easily added. If it is at negative small position, this positive small can be done. If it is at 0 position, positive small can be done. Even it is positive small position, it can be done. But at positive big, if it is there, beyond this limit, not possible. So this rule easily it can be understood. Now here the problem is, if it is at positive small, the medium range is there. Some more amount of data I'm adding. So that's the reason the best is 7/7. What I have considered 0, positive small. That means here you understand clearly. This is -150. This is 150. Middle is 75 kilometers. 25 kilometers, 50. This is 75. That means I can say like this is 75 if I consider 100, 125, 150. This is, if I consider the 0 is 75, -50, -25 and 0. Is it clear? I hope. My desired speed is 75 kilometers per hour. So from here further, if I go 100 kilometers, I will go positive small. Again, equally, if I increase up to positive medium, I can reach 125 kilometers per hour. If I increase up to positive big, I can reach 150. Now, if I come down, if I reduce the throttle control from 75 to 50, I will fall. From here to here, if I go from 50 to 25, I will fall. From fully, if I reduce, speed will goes to 0. So that is the reason I have 0, positive small, positive medium, positive big is there. So each window is 25 kilometers per hour, either positively increasing from 75 kilometers per hour, or it is in descending order -25 kilometers per hour. Now you see error, that means change in speed is there, the accelerator position is there. Now what we have, error is negative big is there. If error negative big is there, I need to apply the positive big error so that it will be nullified. If negative medium error is there, positive medium I need to apply. If negative small error, positive small I need to apply. If error is 0, no need to apply anything, irrespective of wherever the position is. If positive small error is there, negative small I need to apply. If positive medium is there, negative medium I need to apply. If positive big is there, negative big need to be applied. But here you see, the possibility is, once again I'm telling you this rule. If negative big is there, I need to apply positive big. If I am at accelerator is negative big position I am. So there is a possibility I can increase. Negative big is nothing but minus 75 kilometers. Negative medium is minus 50 kilometers. Negative small is minus 25. 0 is at desired speed, 75 kilometers per hour. This is positive small is plus 25. What it means is minus 150 position, minus 125 position. This is minus 100. This is 75 kilometers per hour. That means 0 speed, 0 error. Minus 25 error, minus 50 error, minus 75 error. It is 0 error. Here positive small is plus 25 error, plus 50, plus 75. I hope it is clear. Now error is minus 75. I need to apply plus 75. If your throttle control is at negative big, how much can be applied? 25 plus 25 plus 25. So 75 easily I can apply. So positive big can be applied. If it is at negative medium position, I want to apply. If error is negative big is there, that means minus 75 is there. I will apply plus 75 want to be applied from the negative big plus 25. If I increase the position plus 25, plus 25, plus 25. So the positive big can be possible. If my throttle control is at negative small, let us consider. Up to here, positive big can be possible. Even your throttle control is at 0. Increasing of speed, 25 plus 25 plus 25. So 75 increasing is possible. If error is minus 75, up to 0 position plus 75 is possible. But now, if your throttle control is at positive small, but I want to apply positive big, it is not possible. How much is possible? 25 plus 25. How many kilometers I can increase? 50 kilometers per hour speed can be increased. That's the reason PS plus PS. All are positive small, positive small, positive small. Together you got here from PS you can increase up to positive medium only can be increased. If your throttle control is at positive medium position, you can increase up to positive small only. Already reached positive big position, you can't increase further. I hope it is clear. First we'll try to understand once again. Error is negative big, minus 75 is there. I want to make it 0, plus 75 I want to apply. That means plus 75 is positive big I want to apply. How the positive big can be applied? Based on accelerator position. If accelerator is fully negative position, yes, plus 25 plus 25 plus 25, if I increase from full 0 to plus 75 positive big is possible. If throttle control is at negative medium, yes, positive big is possible. If throttle control is even though at negative small, yes, plus 25 plus 25 plus 25, positive big is possible. Throttle control at positive small, plus 75 not possible, only 50 can be possible. What is 50 means? Positive medium. If throttle control is at positive medium, how much is possible? Plus 25 possible. If throttle control is like accelerator is at positive big, already reached 150, already at 150, beyond I can't increase the thing. So that's the reason. If it is at maximum limit, it is 0, irrespective of error. If it is at negative end also, it will be 0. If error is 0, 0. That's what the rule. If I take negative medium, the rule will be like error is negative is there based on accelerator position. I need to apply positive medium. If it is at negative big, that means negative medium in the sense minus 50 kilometers per hour. Less I am going. So if I want to increase, instead of minus 50 kilometers, I want to increase speed plus 50 more I want to increase. So if your accelerator is at negative position, yes, I have a chance to increase 50 kilometers. So positive medium I will apply. But if I increase up to positive big, what will happen? Error will become positive. So I want to make error is 0. That's why if minus 50 error is there, I will apply plus 50 error. If it is negative big, it is possible. If the position is at negative medium, yes, plus 50 is possible. Positive medium is possible. If accelerator position is at negative small, yes, plus 50 increasing is possible. At 0 also it is possible. Up to positive small it is possible. If it is at positive medium, already accelerator position is at positive medium, I can't increase the plus 50. I can increase up to only positive small. So that's what. So again, negative small, same way the rule. Positive small will be and positive medium, positive big will be inverse of those rules. Now this is one type of rule. What it is? Error you have taken, both are different attributes. Accelerator position you have taken. Now someone will say error is there, rate of change of error. What it mean? Till now what we have seen, error is there, accelerator position is there, how the throttle controlling will be there. For 3 input, 3 output we have say taken. So how many rules are there for 3x3 system? We have 9 rules are there. If I consider 5x5 system, error is negative big and change in error is negative big, output is positive big. Error is negative big and change in error is negative small, output is positive big. So like this, how many rules? 25 rules are there. If I consider 7x7 system, I will have 49 rules, which is threshold value. So beyond that, we can go for 9x9 also, but practically it will be complex and it takes more time to resolve the network. So that's the reason we are stick with only 7x7 system network. Now, in this example, I have considered error and accelerator position. Suppose someone will ask you to design a electric vehicle, fuzzy logic based electric vehicle, when the input is change in speed, second input is rate of change of speed. What it mean? Because of wind factor. Now earlier one what I have taken, error I have taken, accelerator position I have taken. Now what I am taking, error I am taking because of due to external problems. Then what will happen? Maybe wind may be opposing, wind may be favoring you, maybe a road is upslope might be there, maybe downslope will be there. There might be upslope or downslope. There may be wind may be favoring you or wind may be opposing you. So in that situation, what will happen? Rate of change of speed will be changing based on external situations. So here what I'm considering, one is error, second one is rate of change of speed. Based on that one also, I need to design my network. Am I clear? One is either what I have considered, change in speed, error I have considered, accelerator position I have considered. Both are different attributes. But now what I'm taking, both are single attributes which are affecting the speed. Try to understand. So one is error in speed. That means because of your controller, you may be reaching desired speed. You may not be reaching desired speed. It may be error, may be positive, negative, or zero will be there. But due to external factors, there is a rate of change of error will be there. It might be again, it might be positive, it might be negative, it might be zero also. Now, output I want to control, throttle control. This is the second example. In this situation, how we will design, it will be different from previous network. Try to understand. This is the different rule. If change in error is negative, rate of change of error, try to understand. Rate of change of error in the sense after 2 minutes, because of maybe, because of wind or because of maybe upslope, you are getting negative error. Try to understand. Already you have error is negative. Error is negative and rate of change of error also negative is there. Then output will be positive. I need to apply. Am I clear? Error is negative. A rate of change of error also negative is coming. That means already minus 100 is there. For that one, minus maybe 50 something is adding. Then definitely I have to apply positive to nullify this negative effect. Error is negative is there. But climatic conditions are normal. Let us consider. There is no upslope, there is no downslope. You are going on smooth road. That means rate of change of error is zero. Try to understand. There are three conditions are there. Error is negative, error is zero, error is positive. When the error is negative, if the actual speed is not meeting the desired speed, then error might be negative or positive. If my desired target is reaching the actual speed, then error will be zero. When the rate of change of speed will be negative, when you are climbing the upslope, it will be negative, because even though you have set the 70 kilometers per hour or 75 kilometers per hour, if you are going upslope, definitely the rate of change of speed will be going down. Am I clear? And second one is there may be wind may be opposing you. That time also rate of change of speed may be reducing without changing the throttle control. Try to understand. Accelerator position will be same. Here I want to tell you, the temperature condition, accelerator position will be same position, but due to either upslope or due to downslope, due to wind opposing, due to wind favoring, the rate of change of position is changing. Am I clear? So first I have set my particular accelerator position is constant, I have maintained. After maintaining the constant at 0 position, after reaching the desired speed, because of external factors, if my speed is changing, it may be positive or negative, or if it is not changing, how I have to design the rule. Now you see, error is negative is there. Suppose like minus 30 is there, let us consider. If change in error is some minus 20 something is there, then output should be applied positive to nullify both delta n plus d delta n by dt. That means E and change in error should be nullified with the help of how much you are increasing your throttle control. Now, error is negative is there, minus 20 is there, but change in error is 0. That means you are running on a smooth road. Then output will be at, I need to apply positive because you have the error is negative. Now, error is negative is there. Now, but you are going on down slope, let us consider. You are riding with your vehicle on the down slope. Okay, you are going down. Even though you are not increasing your throttle control, what will happen? Suddenly, rate of change of speed is increased to positive. Do you need to increase any throttle control? Am I clear? Even though error is negative. Now you are riding your vehicle with down slope. Automatically, rate of change of speed is increased to positive. Then what will happen? Without you no need to increase the throttle control. If error is negative, change in error is positive, then output will be 0 because already downslope you are going, no need to increase the speed. But here the problem is exactly positive speed may be provided because here minus 20 is there. If I provide plus 20, 0 is fine. If I am unable to provide plus 20, only minus 10 you are providing, it rule will not work effectively. Am I clear? Error might be in terms of maybe minus 10, minus 20 or minus 50. But rate of change of error might be in terms of single digit. It might be maybe minus 5 or minus 8 like that you are providing. Suppose here minus 20 error is there, but positive is if you are providing plus 20, then this rule is 0 is effective. If you are not providing here plus 20, this 0 will not work. That's the reason we are moving for 5 by 5 and 7 by 7. Now you see. Here error is 0. Earlier case if you see error is 0 irrespective of accelerator position, I have designed my rule base is 0 because both are different attributes. But here 5 by 5 rule also, even error is 0 irrespective of accelerator position, I make the system if error is 0, throttle control will be 0 position because no need to change my acceleration. But here, whereas coming to error and change in error, even the error is 0 due to upslope or downslope or due to wind favoring or opposing, then what will happen? Change in error is negative is coming. Try to understand. If error is 0 and change in error is negative, I need to apply throttle control output should be positive. Error is 0 and change in error, plain road I am going, there is no error, there is no change in error, no need of controlling any output. Output is 0. Error is 0. At change in error is positive network is there, then I need to apply negative. If error is positive, change in error is negative is there, then I need to apply anything. If error is positive, but change in error is 0, yet I need to apply negative to nullify this positive. Error is positive, change in error also positive is coming. I need to apply negative to nullify both these error and change in error positive effects. So 9 rules I will get. Now we will see for, this is for 0 degrees. Generally we will work with, you might be knowing noise cancellation, other things. Most of the power circuits at 180 degree phase shift I need to apply. Let's try to understand. Some papers if you observe, error is negative is there, change in error is negative is there, I need to apply positive. This is direct rule. At 180 degree phase shift I am applying. That means you try to understand, if you take a sine wave, if I want to apply at 180 degree phase shift, if I want to apply positive, I need to apply the negative wave so that both positive and negative should be nullified. I will get the error 0. Am I clear? At 0 degree phase shift, if I apply, then I will consider same. Negative is there, positive I apply, both will be 0. If positive is there, I will apply negative, the error will be 0. But at 180 degree phase shift, if I am working, basically for shunt active filter applications and few applications, mostly we will not use this rule. Irrespective of this one, we will use another rule, that is the inverse of this matrix. Here you see, here 3 are positive, here 3 are negative, 0 is there. It is just flip. How it will be? Error is negative and change in error is negative is there. I need to apply positive, but at 180 degree phase shift I am applying, so that I should apply a negative network. Am I clear? If error is negative, change in error is 0. I need to apply positive, but at 180 degree phase shift I need to apply negative. This is inverse rule. At 0 degree phase shift I am applying this rule. First rule will be applicable. At 180 degree phase shift I am applying inverse of this rule we will apply. This is the basic funda. So 0 and negative is there. I need to apply here positive, but at 180 degrees I will apply negative. 0 and positive is there. I need to apply negative, but at 180 degree phase shift positive I am applying. So it is inverse. Same with the 5x5 system. What I am doing? Error is there, negative big. Change in error. After certain amount of time, what is happening? Negative big error is added. So both added together, it is become huge. So output should be minus 50, minus 50. It is added minus 100. So positive big I need to apply. Here, negative error is there, negative big error is there, negative small error is there. I need to apply maximum value of positive so that to nullify these two effects. Error is negative, change in error is 0. Even at to nullify this error, I need to apply positive big. Error is negative, but small amount of positive small I am applying. I need to apply positive small to nullify this. But here the drawback is 5x5 system. What is the drawback is, even though positive small is there, I may apply positive small or positive big. People will confuse. That's why what people are doing, they are going for 7x7 system so that there is a positive medium also will be there. So error negative big, after certain amount of time, negative big error is adding, change in error. So positive big I am applying. Error is negative big and change in error is negative small. I am applying positive big. Error is negative big, change in error is 0. I am applying positive big. Error is negative big, change in error is positive small is coming. So some error is nullified already. So I will apply only positive small value so that to make system is 0. Error is negative big, but change in error is positive big is there. No need to control anything. It is 0. Now you see here. Error is 0. But change in error, some negative big is coming. But I will apply positive big to nullify this effect. Error is 0. But change in error is some negative small is there. Due to external factors, I will apply positive small. If error is 0 and at standstill conditions, change in error also 0, then error 0, change in error is 0, I will apply 0 only. No need of change anything. Error is 0, but at change in error is positive is coming. I need to apply negative small. Error is 0, change in error is positive big is there, I will apply negative big. This is what the conditions. Same way with positive small error, negative big is there, same reverse I will apply. So this is for 5x5 0 degree phase shift. If I go with 5x5 180 degree phase shift, if I go, so what I need to consider, in place of positive big I will apply negative big. In place of positive small I will apply negative small. In place of negative small I will apply positive small. In place of negative big I will apply positive big. That's it. You see here positive big, this positive small zone, 0, negative small, negative big zone. It is just inverse of this rule. Now here only drawback is when you are at positive small speed, sometimes you may apply positive small or sometimes you may apply positive big. 100% nullification may not done. So to avoid that, what we are doing is, so we are considering 7x7 system so that error I have considered maybe negative big error, negative medium error, negative small error, 0 error, positive small error, positive medium error, positive big error. It is with actual speed and desired speed. Now rate of change of speed also may be negative big may come, negative medium may come, negative small may come. It is under normal conditions 0, positive small, positive medium and positive big. So now we can design 7x7 rule perfectly. Now you see error is negative big, This rule I will tell you, medium rule. Error is positive, negative big. Change in error is positive, medium is there. What it mean? Suppose minus 75 is there. Here plus 50 I have added. So difference is minus 75 plus 50. How much? Minus 25. I will apply plus 25 to erase it. Try to understand. Negative big is minus 75, minus 50, minus 25, 0, 25, 50 and 75. Already negative big minus 75 is there. Here positive small in the sense plus 25 is there. Minus 75 plus 25. How much I need to apply? Minus 50 is there. I need to apply plus 50. That's why positive medium here. Here you consider minus 75 plus 50. Minus 25 is there. I need to apply plus 25. That means positive small. Minus 75, positive big is plus 75. Error is 0. So in that way, if you design, it will be easy to design this rule base. Now, the inverse of this rule will be this one. Negative big, and output will be negative big, the condition. I hope it is clear. There are two conditions we have considered. So one condition is change in speed, acceleration, then output is throttle control. Second one, what we have considered is, one is with 3x3 network. Second one with 5x5 network, where error and accelerator position we have taken. If error is 0, irrespective of accelerator position, the throttle control will be 0. But whereas, if I consider change in speed, rate of change of speed, so both will be single attributes. That is the reason, even though error is 0, but due to change in error, some negative or positive is coming, those should be nullified. That's the reason, if change in error is negative, that should be nullified with a positive. So that's what. So these are the rule bases. One is at 0 degree phase shift, second one is 180 degree phase shift. We need to apply. Now, as you know that already I told you, there are two implications are there. So that is Mamdani implication, max mean composition will be there, max product composition will be there. So CYA rules are there. What it means is, one rule I have designed, let us consider. So that rule base, how the rule is, there are 9 rules are there. Let us consider 3x3 system. If error is, now you can understand. First one I will show you. I will come back to first rule. Now you see here, if error is negative big and change in error is negative big, then output is positive big. If error is negative big, change in error is negative medium, what is the output? Error is negative big, change in error is positive negative small, what is the output? Error is negative big, change in error is 0, what is the output? Like that we can design the rule base, then we will get the fuzzified answers. So with the fuzzified answers, what I need to do is, I will tell you, there is an inference system is there. There is a max min composition and max product composition. What we will do, max min I will tell you. Now first rule let us consider. Error is this and change in error is this. I have considered at x point, this is some y. Then what I do, at this instant error is some 0.8 is there. At the same instant, second rule 0.5 is there. At this instant, change in error is 0.3. On this curve, this is the first rule. Let us consider x1 is a1 and x2 is or del x1 is some y1. Then what is the output? x2 is some a2 and y2 is b2. Then what is c2? In the same way, there are 9 rules will be there, right? 9 by 9 matrix. So 3 by 3 matrix, 9 rules will be there. 9 rules we will design. What I am doing, the first rule and second rule with a unit delay people will consider. If you won't consider, what will happen? I will tell you. Suppose the first rule I have considered, second rule with some unit delay is there. So that's the reason if I draw at x instant, if error is same instant, that is giving 0.8. At the same instant, on second rule, 0.5 is giving. There will be third rule, maybe 0.3, fourth rule, maybe 0.1, fifth rule might be maybe 0.6, like that it will give. Now, for example, 2 rules I have taken. Error is 0.8, change in error is 0.3. What I will do, if error is 0.8 and change in error is 0.3, I've used the minimum operator, max-min operator. Here minimum operator I'm using, minimum of 0.8 and 0.3. I will have 0.3, so output is 0.3 considered. Starting I told you, there is a disjunction and conjunction functions. Either intersection or union operator will be considered. Here max-min operation, first we will do the minimum of the rules, then maximization will consider. This is called max-min operator. Error is some value you got, and change in error of first rule is some value you got. So minimum of first rule 0.8 and 0.3. I got 0.3 value. Second rule I have considered. At the same instant 0.5. At the same instant of y 0.7 I got minimum of 0.5 and 0.7. I got 0.5. Now what I will do here also, unit delay I have followed. Maximum of these two I need to take. So first one blue line I have taken. Second one extended to the maroon line. Now if I draw here maximum of 0.3 and 0.5 up to this point, how much it will be there? Suppose here you take this point. At this point, this is 0.3 and this is 0. So at this maximum is 0.3. If I consider here, the 0.5 is maximum than 0.3. That's why this window you see up to this instant, we have 0.3 is maximum. After that instant, 0.5 is maximum. Now I have two rules. That's why two different I got. Suppose you consider both are at same instant. What will happen? Both are same structure, same size, and same instant. If I consider, what will happen? If I draw a line, here also 0.8 will be there, here also 0.8 I will get, here also 0.3, here also 0.3, then output what I will get, same instant if I take, from here 0.8, 0.3, 0.3 I will get, here also 0.3 I will get, output will be linear, I will get 0.3. What it mean? What it mean? Entire controlling will be done with the 30% only. But here, if you take electrical examples, like starting there is a subharmonic will be there, after that harmonic period will be there, there is a transient period. Try to understand subharmonic, harmonic period will be there, or there is a steady state period. That means subtransient, transient and steady state period will be there. Starting, I need to apply more amount of the positive error. Next, less amount of error I need to apply. After that, very less amount need to be done, because our waveforms will be like, it's not purely sinusoidal way. It will be because of DC harmonic content in that system. There will be ups and downs will be there. So if it is not a linear network, if it is a non-linear network, my output controlling also should not be linear. It should not be just throughout the network. If I consider KP and KA values, throughout the network KP, KA, you are fixing. That is static. The Y fuzzy is called as a dynamic network in the sense, with a unit delay, what I am doing, I am providing up to some place 0.3, then 0.7, 0.5 control, then one more third one if I take, maybe 0.7. Again, I will show you here. See, three rules if I consider, this way it can go, or it may be reverse slope it can come, or maybe I can design my own network in such a way that, so error will be nullified, because starting high amount of error will be there, so maximum I will apply, then slowly I will reduce, then after that normal I will apply. Suppose starting very low amount of error is there, then low I will apply, then I will increase, I will slow down. So anything can be possible. So that's the reason, if I consider with a unit delay, then only this defudgified value, different answers you will get. If I consider at same delay point, here 0.8, 0.8, 0.3, 0.3, throughout the 9 rules, you will get same value. Throughout the network, you will get single answer. That's the reason you need unit delay compulsory in the falsified networks. So here 2 will be there, like either max-min operation, I told you, max product operation. In the max product operation, what you are doing, instead of minimum operator, we are considering product operator. What it means? Product of 0.8 and 0.3. You will get 0.24. Second rule, 0.5 and 0.7. Product of 0.5, 0.7, 0.35. Now what you will get? For the same values, if I apply product operator, max product operator, 0.24 and 0.35 I'm controlling. Suppose if your error is more, max-min you are applying. If for the small networks error is less, I'm going with max product, so that here you see same network 0.3, 0.5 control was there. Same network product, if I consider, it is in digits less than 1. That's the reason it is 0.24, 0.35 is coming. I hope you understand. The membership function is in between 0 to 1. That's the reason product, max product will be applied for the lower amount of error networks, and max min can be applied for wherever high amount of error is there, it can be applied. Now, what happened? Rule based we have designed. There are 9 rules or maybe n number of rules are there. From n number of rules, this is C1, C2, Cn I have calculated. What it mean? So here, let me show you. Now error, it may be 3 by 3, 5 by 5 or 7 by 7. Change in error also 3 by 3, 5 by 5, 7 by 7 I have taken. If it is 3 by 3 I have taken, then 9 rules will be designed. 9 C1 outputs I got. From there, fudgified answer I have got. From here, what I am doing, defudgification I need to calculate. So for that one defudgified answer, earlier as I told you, either aggregator can be considered or that was a conventional method. Now people, what they are considering, now this is the defudgified location is there. There are 5 methods are there to find out. 5 methods are there to calculate the defudgified answer. What it is? This is the maximum area. The smallest of maximum can be considered as a defudgified answer. Or largest of maximum point can be considered. Mean of maximum means this is the smallest maximum. This is the last point of the maximum area. This is the maximum area. Mean of maximum in the sense smallest of maximum plus largest of maximum by 2. Here the problem is I should not consider smallest of maximum point. It is very early. I should not consider largest of maximum. It is very extreme. I should not consider even sometimes mean of maximum. Reason is, if you consider this way curve, it is left side. If I consider this way curve, here my smallest of maximum, here largest of maximum, here mean of maximum. So I have 5 methods are there. One is smallest of maximum, largest of maximum, mean of maximum, bisector of area and center of area. Out of which either center of area or bisector of area will be considered as the defudgification methods. Reason is, irrespective of slope is increasing or slope is reducing or negative slope and positive slope combination, if I consider centroid point, I will draw the curves bisects. I will find out the exact centroid of area. Even though left side maximum is there, even though right side maximum is there, even though center maximum is there, center of area will be same for this curve or maybe this curve. It may be left side you consider or right side you consider. But smallest of maximum, mean of maximum, largest of maximum will be varying based on where you are applying the maximum rule. Am I clear? So that's the reason for unique answer, you have to go for centroid of area. Then what is meant by bisector of area is, if I cut the network into 2 halves, the left side half, right side half will be, 2 bisects will be equal. That means, I will show you. The mean of bisector of area is 0 to alpha to some x, mu x dx will be equal to bisector of area to that last point. From here to the bisector of area, entire area will be equal with entire this area. So which will divide the entire area into 2 halves. So the prominent defudgification methods are, you have to consider either centroid of area or bisector of area. Okay. Now, to design fuzzy inference system, we have compulsory fuzzy inference editor is required, membership function editor is required, rule editor is required, rule viewer is required, and surface viewer is required. So now, before going to that one, just I want to give you overall summary. So all of you please listen. So we have started with the AI. What is meant by AI? So it deals with basically uncertain data. But the thing is, so we are designing science and engineering networks which will act like a human beings, which can reason like humans, which will solve novel problems, which is the approximate reasoning. Now we move to soft computing because it has a distributed network. Parallel, it can do the computations. Okay. So, and it is approximate reasoning. It does not need certain data. With uncertain data and partial truth only, it is able to work. So that is the reason. So earlier we were having classical networks. So instead of using the classical networks, what we have considered is, with the networks, what we have considered uncertain data. With that one, we have designed if then rules and we are able to done. So now I don't want to repeat again. So just I want to give the summary. So now classical sets, if I have considered, what was that? Either it was 0 or 1. But if I consider the fuzzy systems, it is degree of varieties in between 0 to 1. I can give how best the network is. The same way, the next what I have considered, if temperature control, if I consider, you will say either warm or hot, but at particular temperature, how warm it is, how cool it is, or how much it is freezing, exactly I'm able to give. So for that one, so here I have considered the membership functions we have drawn. Next, there are two main crisp operators were there, union and intersection. Here fuzzy operations are conjunction and disjunction is considered. It is replaced with maximum operator and minimum operator. Now, after that, what we have considered is, okay, then there is a fuzzification, there is a rule base, database, inference system, defuzzification. So we are converting the crisp values to the fuzzy values. Now rule base we are designing. While designing the rule base, you can consider single input, single output rule base, dual input, single output rule base, multiple input, multiple output, multiple input, single output. Basically, we are considering dual input, single output. Okay. If X is A and Y is B, then Z is C. If error is something and change in error is something, then what is the output? Or error is some value and accelerator is something, position is somewhere, then what is the output? That means two dual inputs we are taking, we are trying to concentrate on the output controller. Dual input, single output we are considered. So for that one, what you are considered? For error, three inputs will be there. It may be error might be negative, error might be positive, error might be 0. Accelerator position also, accelerator position may be negative, accelerator position is at 0, accelerator position at maybe positive. So if I consider error and change in error with the three inputs of error with the three inputs of acceleration, I will get 3 by 3 combinations. That means 9 rules I can design. So we have seen 3 by 3 rules, but there the drawback is even the small amount of error is there, we may apply high amount of negative error, which leads to the negative more error or positive more error we are giving to the network. So which is not good to give the optimized answer. So that is the reason we are moving for 5 by 5 network. So there we are considering positive small, 0 and positive big, negative small and negative medium we are considering. So same we are considering for error and accelerator position. So what we did, we have designed the rule base. Okay, then after that what we have considered? Change in speed we consider, error we consider, rate of change of speed we have considered. This is based on external factors. So how the throttle control will be? Here, even though error is 0, because of change in error, some extra error is adding. That's the reason rule base we have designed in this way. Here 2 we have discussed. One may be error, inputs are error and accelerator position, how the output control. Second one is error and change in error is there, how we are controlling output. Third one is at 180-degree phase shift, same rule if I want to apply, how it will be. These are the 3 basics. It can be applied to any of the network basically. So now we have considered 3 by 3, 5 by 5 we consider, then 7 by 7 also we have considered. So after that what we did, we have designed the rule base. You have to understand what is an inference. So for that one, max min, max product operators we considered. So the 9 rules, whatever the 9 rules are there, one drawn down by line by line. Here, for example, 2 I have taken. So from the out of first rule, C1 will be calculated. Out of second rule, C2 will be calculated. Out of nth rule, Cn will be calculated. So while calculating C1, minimum I have taken. C2, C3, Cn, minimum of those values I have taken. After taking the minimum of C1, C2, C3, Cn, maximum of C1, C2, Cn I have taken. Try to understand. While designing the C1, minimum of A1, B1 I have taken. While designing C2, minimum of A2, B2 I have taken. While designing Cn, AN, BN I have taken. Now, in the max min operators, output defuzzified value, what I have considered is maximum of C1, C2, Cn are considered. And you need to remember here one thing, both are with a unit delay I need to consider. Why I need to consider unit delay? Because in our electrical networks, there are dynamic changes will be there. It is not a linear network. It is not a steady state network. So for dynamic changes, my network should be adaptive in nature. Sometimes 0.3 I need to apply, sometimes 0.5 I need to apply, sometimes it should be reduced from 0.5 to 0.2, sometimes it should be increased from 0.2 to 0.7. So based on the load fluctuations, load changes, my network should be dynamically changed. That's the reason adaptive network. For that reason, here we need to consider from one rule to another rule, unit delay has to be considered. If you won't consider unit delay, the fuzzy will act as a PA controller. Am I clear? Because KPK values, we are fixing the gains. If I won't consider unit delay, the fuzzy will become PI only. So that's the reason. So to make system is more effective, unit delay has to be considered so that you will get varieties of answers. Now, there are two different are there, as I told you, max-min operator and max product operator. Max-min operator can be considered for error is more because the values are in between 0 to 1. Max product operator can be considered for lower errors. Now there are defuzzification methods. What we did, the fuzzification we have done, rule base we have designed, inference system we understood, then C1, C2, Cn values we got. Earlier aggregator were used. The value is greater than 0.5, output is 1, less than 0.5, 0 they made. But here we should not do like that. How much controlling has to be done? It should not be 1 or 0. 1 or 0 if I consider, again it is becoming crisp. So I want 0 to 1 value I need, either 0.3, 0.5, 0.7 at a time. I need to control either 10% controlling, 20% controlling, 30% controlling, or 40% controlling, maybe 90% controlling. So I need to control from 0 to 100%. For that reason, I don't want the aggregator. I don't want the assumption answers. Here I want. So for that one, what we have considered, 3 rules, you see. So what we have considered, defuzzification, it may be smallest of maximum be considered. Mean of maximum from this area, you can see. Mean of maximum, largest of maximum, bisector of area, center of area. But smallest of maximum, mean of maximum, largest of maximum are least preferred compared to bisector area and center of area. Reason is, if this maximum is left side or right side, then mean of maximum is not effective. If the maximum is at the center, the mean of maximum, bisector of area, center of area exactly will get same line. Okay. Now, if you want to design this fuzzy controller in MATLAB, so we have the fuzzy inference system is there, membership function editor is there, rule editor is there, rule viewer is there, surface viewer is there. Now, with the help of fuzzy inference system, what we will do is, how many number of inputs are required? 2 inputs, error, change in error, and how many outputs are required? 1 output. So number of inputs, output will be decided. Now coming to the membership function editor. In membership function editor, what we will do is, how many number of memberships are required? Like 3x3 network you want, or 5x5 network, or 7x7 network, which one you need? So membership function editor, we will consider size of the network, size of the membership function, as well as shape of the membership function will be considered. And one more thing in FIS editor, one more thing we will consider, type of defuzzification method we will consider, and which aggregator, maximum min are you considering or max product you are considering, those things also will be considered. In the rule editor, what I will do, with the help of database, 3x3 you consider, or 5x5 you consider membership function, or 7x7 you consider. Here rule editor, rules we will design. With the help of rule viewer, surface viewer, we will see the rules. So 3 are editable tools, 2 are non-editable. Now you see. So just I will show you in the MATLAB. Suppose if I type fuzzy in the MATLAB, one window will be open. Here, is the screen visible?
Sir, your MATLAB screen is not visible, sir.
1 minute, sir. I will show that. New share I will do.
Okay.
Now is it visible, sir?
Yes, it is visible, sir. Please carry on.
Now, try to understand. Now I will type fuzzy. Let us consider. If I type fuzzy, one window is open. Now is it visible, sir?
Yes, sir. It is visible.
Now you see single input, single output structure is there. Now what I will do here, this is here it is there. FIS, fuzzy inference system. Now file you go, edit, add variable to the input. If I won't add, it is single input, single output structure. I want dual input, single output structure. Edit, add variable to the input. What happened? I have two inputs now. Rename the structures. Okay. Error is there. Now here change in error is there. Now this is output. Okay. Now this is output. So now what I'm doing, now again error if you go. Here you see this is membership function editor. Try to understand. First one is fuzzy inference system. I have created error, input, dual input, single output, error, change in error, and output is there. Now here I have considered max min operator. Either product also can be considered or minimum can be considered. Generally we will consider the max min operator, and after that implication also minimum I have taken. Aggregation is maximum I have considered. And then after the defudgification, here options are there: centroid, bisector of area, mean of maximum, largest of maximum, smallest of maximum. But one of the best method is centroid of area. I have considered centroid of area. Try to understand. The first, I have add variable to the input. I have added one variable. Now it is dual input, single output in FIS system. Second one is I have considered AND in the sense minimum, R in the sense maximum. It is basic, like maximum operator union and intersection. Now, then after that, implication is instead of product, minimum I have considered. Aggregation is maximum aggregation. Defudgification is centroid I have considered. This is FIS system. What we are doing, inputs we are designing, output number of outputs, and type of implication, type of aggregation, and type of defudgification. Now what I will do, now I will click on error. Okay, this is membership function editor. How many are there? There are 3 are there. Is it clear? Is it visible now?
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Now one more thing I need to do here. The range need to be selected. Suppose here now 0 to 1 is there. But what we have considered, negative and positive we have considered. That's why -1 to +1 we need to consider. It's better -100 to +100 you consider -100. Normalized factors generally people will consider -1 to +1. But practically speaking, by understanding the error, you have to create -20 to +20 or those things value you need to be designed. Now error. Now coming to the membership function editor, range I had given first. What is my negative big? What is my positive big value? Now, instead of 3, I'm removing all membership functions. Add membership functions. Here I have options: triangular, trapezoidal, Gaussian, all are there. I'm considering triangular. Number of membership functions, how many I want? Starting I'm taking 7, I'm taking for easiness. Okay. Now I need to label it 0, positive small, positive medium, positive big. And coming to here, negative small, negative medium.
Sir, excuse me, sir, when you are labeling it, it is not visible here, sir.
Okay, sir, 1 minute.
Sir.
Same thing, this one only I'm sharing.
Now it is visible, sir.
Okay, every figure I need to share, I think, sir. Okay. Now is it fine?
Yes, sir, it is fine.
If I can, okay, this one you see. Now change in error I'm changing. Change in error 3 are there. It is properly not there. Is it visible, sir, now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
-100 +100 I have taken. This is range. Okay. Now 3 only there. I'm removing all. I should not add directly 4 more. If I add 4 more, what will happen? I will tell you. 7 by 7 I want. Already 3 are existing. 4 more if I add, zigzag will come. What I need to do, edit, remove all membership functions, edit, add membership functions. I need to consider 7. Now, So here I need to consider 0. Now if I won't consider 0, positive small, positive medium, what will happen? I will show you. In the same way, output also I need to consider -100 to +100. Okay, now this one also edit, remove all membership functions, edit, add 7 membership functions. Okay, output also added. Now okay, at least this one I will change. Output one I will do. This is positive small and this is positive medium, this is positive big. Next to the 0, it is negative small, it is negative medium, it is negative big is there. Okay, now what I have considered, error I have considered -100 to 100, change in error I have considered, and output I have considered. Sometimes what will happen, error is in terms of -100s and change in error is in terms of -20 to +20. Try to understand. Error in terms of -100s, change in error is maybe in terms of -10s and -20s. Output has to be considered combination of these two. That means -120 plus 120 output. I hope you understand. Now you see this one I will close. Okay, new share I will do. Now first what I have done, FIS editor I have considered. After that membership function editing I have done. Now rule editor I need to do. Here you see error is negative, AND option is there, connection is either AND option is there or option is there. I am considering AND option. Error is negative big, change in error is negative big, then output is how much? Either negative big I need to consider, positive big need to be considered. But here output values I have not changed, membership function 1, 2, 3. So it creates me problem. So that's why first what I need to do, I need to label even output values also. 0,
Sir,
positive small.
please share the screen.
One minute. Positive small, positive medium, positive big. Then negative small, negative medium, negative big. And even I will tell you, even same, instead of triangular, even you can consider trapezoidal also. Even you can consider Gaussian membership function also. But which one is effective, I will tell you in the later class. Now we will see with a basic triangular 7x7 function, I have considered error, change in error, and output I have considered. These are 7x7 function I have considered. Now here in the rule base, 1 minute, I will share this. Share. Okay, now you see here. Now it is clearly error is negative big, negative medium, negative small, 0, positive small, positive medium, and positive big. Change in error also, the degrees are negative big, negative medium, small, negative small, 0, positive small, positive big are there. Output also in terms of negative big to positive big is there. Now first rule I am creating. That 180-degree phase shift one I will create. Negative big, change in error is negative big, output should be negative big, add the rule. One rule is added. Error is negative big, change in error is negative medium. I will show you 1 minute. The rule, this one I am going to add. The second rule. The second rule I am going to add. Okay, this one I need to share. Okay. Now, you can see here, Error is negative big. Screen is visible.
Yes, sir. It's
Oh,
visible.
1 minute. Both rules are visible, na? This one also visible, na?
No, sir. Only one rule.
Which one is visible? Rule
First
based.
rule.
No, no,
Rule
no.
one.
No, no. 180 degrees is visible, na, ma'am. Like
Yes,
what I
sir.
want to ask.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Which one I am typing and background rule both are visible, na? Okay. Which one I am typing, is it visible? Error is
Yes,
negative
sir.
big. Change in error is
Yes,
negative
sir.
medium.
Yes.
Negative big. It is
Yes.
negative small, negative big. 0, negative. Sorry. Add to negative medium. Error is negative big. Change in error is negative small. Add the rule. Error is add the rule. Error is negative big. Change in error is positive small. Then output is negative medium. Add the rule. Error is negative big. Change in error is positive medium. Error is negative big. Change in error is positive big. Output is 0. So with negative big, 7 combinations. I have designed 7 rules. Now you consider error is negative medium. Change in error is negative big. What is the output? Add the rule. Error is negative medium. Change in error is negative medium. Output is negative big. Add the rule. Error is negative medium. Change in error is negative small. Output is negative big. Error is negative medium. Change in error is 0. Then output is negative medium. It is 180 degrees. Error is negative medium. Change in error is positive small. Negative small you add. Error is negative medium. Change in error is positive medium. It should be 0. Error is negative medium. Change in error is positive big. It should be positive small. So like this, we need to design 49 rules. Am I clear? So we need to design first FIS block. How many inputs? How many outputs? After that, we need to design number of membership functions. After that, we need to design based on number of membership functions. Rule base need to be designed. Okay. Oh, sir. Is it fine? Now what we will do, now we need to save it, export it to the workspace. Now you export it to the workspace and save it. With some name it should be saved. After saving, what we will do, suppose. When you open one MATLAB simulation, you need to export it. First, what we are doing, we are exporting to the workspace. We will open the simulation block. This block will be, now what we will do, the design tomorrow I can explain you. Already he has given time up to 12:30. Sir, so now, now if you have any queries, you can ask me. And is it clear how to design this fuzzy block, like up to just creation of FIS editor, rule editor, and rule viewer? 1 minute.
Sir, please share the screen.
1 minute, sir. 1 minute, sir. Sir, how much time is left, sir?
So you can take another 5 minutes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Once again, I'm revising this one. If you type fuzzy, sorry, if you type fuzzy, one block will be opened. So that is FIS editor. 1 minute, I will share this. In command window, you need to type small letters fuzzy, you need to type, and one window is open. One window is open. If the window is open, what we will do, there are single input, single output is there. For us, 2 inputs are required. Add the variable to the input. There are 2 inputs are there now. Label it as error and change in error. Error and change in error. Then after labeling, you have to see defuggification centroid you need to consider. Aggregator is maximum. Implication is minimum we are considering. Then after that, what we need to do, this is FIS editor we have done. How many number of inputs, number of outputs, type of defuggification, type of implication. Then in the membership function editor, we need to consider what is x-axis range. We need to consider. After considering number of membership functions, we need to consider it may be 7 or 5. Suppose trapezoidal I'm considering with 5 I'm considering. 5 I have considered. After that, you need to label it. 0, positive small, positive big. 5 by 5 system I have considered. Negative small, negative medium, like that. In the same way, change in error also, change in errors are very small. So you can consider some minus 10 to 10, or it's up to you how much based on your change in error. Okay. Change in error is. And again, rules also I need to consider. Remove all membership functions, edit, add membership functions. I can add 5. Just for example, I'm taking Gaussian. I will show you. Now again, labeling has to be done. After that, output is a combination of, because speed and change in speed we are taking. So that's the reason it is a combination of error and change in error, because some error is there. Change in error is either adding or deleting. So that's why minus 110 to 110 I need to consider. If both are different attributes, no issue. Error and output will be same values need to be considered. So now again, remove all membership functions, edit, add membership functions. It is of 7. Now here, which one is effective? So I want to answer you one thing. So which one is effective? Either trapezoidal or triangular or Gaussian. The reason Gaussian is far better than a triangular. Triangular is better than a trapezoidal. Reason I will tell you. 1 minute. If you see here triangular curve, if you extend this, if you take this way, let us consider up to certain limit only it is giving some amount. It is giving acts as a linear way. It is not giving the structural way. But if you consider the this one, which one, triangular, at single input, single output is there. It is like only slopy nature. But if I consider the Gaussian, there is a better way of curvature is there. Gaussian will give the better answers if you tune it properly. And one more thing, it not only taking the same shape, based on your application, these shapes can be modified. I want to give you clarity. These shapes can be changed. In some papers, the shapes will be, different shapes will be there. It can be modified. According to your application, 0, you can consider very small. The positive small value, maybe different value of answer can be taken. Okay. And maybe positive big can be taken with a different way. So what I want to tell you is, some basic identical network will be shown to you once you give. But the thing is, it's up to you to change the shapes, to change the x-axis values, even considering type of membership function values. So after considering this, then we need to design rule base. After considering this, we need to consider 1 minute. We need to design a rule base. Error is negative big and change error is negative big, then output is how much? Add the rules. Second rule, add. Like that, 49 rules has to be created. Suppose if it is a 3 by 3 system, 9 rules can be done. If it is 5 by system, only 25 rules can be done. Now, please, with this understanding, try to design 3 by 3 rule. Type fuzzy in the command window. Try to design 3 by 3 rule, 5 by 5 rule, and 7 by 7 rule. With that rules, you try to come to for the next class. This is what my expectation from you tomorrow class. If you come with that, then tomorrow we can apply for some basic models are there, power electronic networks, and some power system models are there. What we will do today, if you practice with 3 by 3, 5 by 5, and 7 by 7 networks, if you able to design, then what we can do is tomorrow directly I will show you that rule base. Easily we will apply for that modeling circuit. Like first I will show you how the PI controller, how to replace PI with the fuzzy controller. What are all the components required? How to change? I will show you. That means, so replacement of PI with fuzzy. 2-3 models I will take from the demo circuits, and from my project few things I will take. So what I will give you, 2-3 power electronic models I will explain you, and 2-3 power system models I will take. Some basic examples I will take. So I will show you the examples how it will work. Am I clear? So for that one, tomorrow when I am applying the tool base background, you should understand same network, same like what can I say? Same model will be shared among you with you, like through WhatsApp or some way. SAR will forward that network, the basic demo. Otherwise, I will tell you which demo I'm working on it. You can also open what I'm doing here. Same way tomorrow you can do there. While doing, if you have any problem, the evening you can send SMS or email to me. By third day, then I can figure out and I can explain you. That is the easy way. Otherwise, today if you want to 3x3, 5x5, 7x7 from the starting onwards, if you need, then it will be difficult. If you put some efforts, I'm ready to spend more time. Maybe personally also I can answer you. If you won't spend, it will be difficult for tomorrow class. So, and one more thing I'm cautioning you, once if you understand the fuzzy logic design, it can be applied to any field, wherever PI control you're using. It may be mechanical field, it may be electrical, electronics field, wherever PI control is using. Either it may be control system, power electronic, power systems. It can be multi-domain applications. You can utilize this knowledge. Okay. So try to design 3x3, 5x5, 7x7 networks, like FIS functions you design. Tomorrow, simulation blocks I will explain you. And we will try to apply for at least 2-3 demo circuits. We will try to get the answers. This is what my expectation from the audience. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
ఈ వీడియో కానీ మీకు నచ్చినట్లయితే లైక్, కామెంట్, షేర్ చేయండి. మరిన్ని అప్డేట్స్ కోసం సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి.